Hello, beautiful people. Happy Sunday to you all. It's me again on our Sabi Parenting episode. Last week I told us I'll be back this Sunday to discuss a different topic from what we talked about last week. Last week it was all about stress and managing stress. So, over the week, an issue came out. I don't usually involve myself in issues I don't know the full details, but something happened about Israel and his wife. We saw this celebrity Fina and Israel having an altercation on social media a few days ago. I picked something from that saga. It is Instigation. I don't involve myself in people's marriages, in people's businesses, or issues that I do not have first-hand information. If you know me, if I am not there when it happened, I don't put my mouth. I don't. But there's something I want us to pick from it. It is the instigation. It is Israel going to Fina, going to several other chats are surfaced on social media of him trying to discourage them from associating with his ex-wife, right? That is instigation, and that is what I want us to talk about as a Sabi parent, talking to other parents about raising children, about healing ourselves too as parents from childhood trauma, from name it, whatsoever it is. This issue of instigation is something I want us to talk about. Perhaps there could be some persons who want to learn from it, heal themselves as well, and also make sure their children do not fall victim of any form of manipulation. Instigation is a form of manipulation. That's why I picked interest in that aspect of everything that has happened in this marriage. People, friends, your enemies, whatever, people you fall out with, they can decide to instigate other people. Why? In order for them to exert control. So it grabbed my attention and I decided to talk about it, being that it's something I have been experiencing for a while and I am still experiencing. So I'm going to use this individual as case study. Today I'm going to be making one or two references from personal experiences, and in the course of this teaching, you yourself will be able to point out one or two persons around you that you've known, that you still know, that use these tactics of manipulation. Manipulators often use instigation to create chaos. Once there is chaos, once there is problem, the situation is easier for them to control. Once the wife starts having issues with people, nobody wants to associate with her, she will come back crawling to him. You see, that is instigation. It is a form of manipulation. I have people, now I'll be mentioning his name, Jeffrey. If you're on social media, I've been having this issue. Inside the group, the real people in my group that know everything that happened know that this thing was not even supposed to go out of control. But because this person wanted problems so badly, they blew the whole thing out of proportion. And me, being who I am, I just fold my hand and watch them do what they want to do, because I know where it's all headed. You understand? So this person has made every effort to instigate other people who have the same small mind as himself. You understand? Who have the same small mind as himself, to create chaos, to make sure you create problem. Why are they creating this chaos? Just follow. In the process of this video, you get to understand. Now, number 2 is shifting blame. Manipulators do this by creating arguments or spreading false rumor about their victim. I will call it victim. By doing that, they deflect attention from their end. Nobody will want to ask them questions. Nobody will want to see their fault. Nobody will want to. They make sure they try to make themselves look so innocent. They try to paint the situation. They try to create this whole scenario that will make them look so innocent. When they do this, the fault will leave them. Nobody will want to concentrate on their fault. You see, at any point when they meet one or two intelligent persons that ask them, how is this thing like this? They flare up. Have you ever been with someone, maybe a partner or a friend, when you are trying to expose their wrong, you are just asking them peacefully, why did this thing happen like this? Instead of them to explain quietly, they flare up. You know why? They want to cause quarrel, they want problem, they want chaos, to avoid accountability, to avoid them explaining that issue. This is very, very common. So that is why instigation is a form of manipulation. When you see people like this, know that they are trying to manipulate you. Just hold their hand and watch them. Number 3, undermining relationship. Manipulators, they instigate to undermine your relationship. They go after your friends. This is exactly what Israel is doing. They go after your friends. They go after people that want to associate with you. Like recently, you see this lady that I took to court, Obianoju. What prompted my anger? You know, somebody you don't know from anywhere. We are in court, and you're in my comment section dropping all manner of messages, chatting people on my comment section, chatting people on my friend list. That is instigation. It is instigation. They think they are powerful, but if you are somebody who is fully evolved, who is healed, you know, you can sit down and look at people's trauma, such attitudes, such people, you know, like a little child whose favorite toy or snack was taken away from them, and they have to cry and scatter everywhere and disturb their parents, their mother, to grab her attention. That's what these people do. That's how I saw her. That's how they are damaged. These people are damaged. They are broken. They are toxic. They have a hidden low self-esteem inside of them that they are using force. I call it force control, force power. They want people to see them as powerful, but deep down they are nothing. They are nothing. So this is another form of instigation, and it is very, very manipulative. Learn to, when you see people around you exhibit this kind of attitude, know that they are manipulative, and you run away from them. And not just that, they go after your friends, those who want to associate with you. They'll tell them, hey, they don't go after, like, I'll say this here. It is not the story. I'm not trying to relate everything that happened because we are still in court. But do you know, when Obianoju was summoned to court, I have a voice recording of her discussing with my friend. She was trying to look for evidence, so that one gave it to her. That one gave it to her, the hit to her back to back, trying to advise her. She confessed by herself that she sent several persons to come and patronize me to see if I will not deliver. This is her looking for evidence to present in court, because at this point the judge has already given her 2 months to appear, 2 weeks to appear. You know, I delivered. She didn't see any evidence there. She was running here, running there. What did she do again? She went to those who have been after my business from the beginning. She picked Jeff. She picked some other nuisance. You understand? To come and help her fight, and claimed she referred them to me. You see how people can go. You see manipulative people. Now you failed in your first agenda. Then the second time, you went to look for another person to attach yourself to. Both of them are actually manipulative. All of them, they are manipulative. Because if they can open up and say the whole truth, at the time I'll have to say it, all this they are doing is just to silence me, which I'm not the kind of person that can be silenced, because the truth will definitely come out at the right time. So you see, you sent somebody to patronize me, I delivered, no evidence. You went to Jeff, who has been making noise on social media all this while, and still has no. In fact, EFCC has invited these people since 2022 when I reported. They did not appear, but they are still on social media making noise. Okay, now take for instance, you say you are looking for Lost Sparkle, address is fake, and this is fake. Now Lost Sparkle sued somebody to court, and this person is there relying on you to come with your evidence. I remember is it the first day or the second day? Hey, Jeff is sending signal. Hey, they are doing this one. They are doing reports. I actually found out there was even no report in Abuja. Now, why did you not come with that? Obianoju passed through Abuja. Why did you not follow Obianoju from that Abuja to Sokoto to come and collect this money you claim you paid for this person? You paid to this person for goods that you did not receive. You see, there's something wrong somewhere. Obianoju was actually relying on Jeff to save her in her case, but he disappointed. I remember on the third day she was complaining that Jeff's number is not reachable up until the evening. Jeff, come, he said his wife is sick, this one is happening, the other one is happening. This is somebody that have been running from to answer this case. If she can be truthful to herself, she would say, my issue with Wale, she saw it there at EFCC. She saw my case with Bukola. She saw the truck that ran away. In fact, the police officers that she tipped, because I wanted to make sure at least two of them remove their uniforms. If not for my lawyer, they had to start begging my lawyer, because she tipped them to start doing some illegal jobs there. That's off the police. And Obianoju went as far as paying somebody to impersonate as Uchenna Love. You can see manipulation. You can see how far people go to make sure they exert control. But I am not somebody who is beneath me cannot control me. Somebody who is beneath me upstairs here, beneath me every aspect, morally, mentally, you are beneath me. You can't control me. So this is how far people go to manipulate and to control others. Number 4 is exploiting emotions. Manipulators love to exploit the emotions of their victim. They push you to anger, they push you to react, they put fear inside of you, they put anxiety inside of you. They want you to be angry. They want you to say something. They post rubbish. She has fainted. She did this one. You know, this like that. She fainted. She's running from justice. She has been arrested. You understand? Trying to make me angry to say something. And when you let those emotions, when you are moved by what they are saying, what they are doing, you see, they want you to do something so they can act on. Before she came, she sent me a message that her flight is 590, that I'm going to pay her at the end of the. Can you imagine? I am suing you. You are telling me I will pay for your. Are you mad? And I warned her never to chat me again, because when she started doing her foolishness, she never called me to inquire. So I warned her. You see, those are the ways they want to put fear inside of you. But being somebody who knows what she's doing, I know my stand. I know my stand. You get, and she came, she got disappointed in her first plan. The second plan, she switched to another plan. I'm going to talk about that at the right time, not now. So you see how manipulative people work. You have people around you, they want to exploit your emotions. They want you to be angry. They want you to react. They put fear inside of you. They put anxiety so that they can take advantage of your emotions. Do not let anybody exploit your emotions. I remember the police officer asking Obianoju to show them posts of where she shared my business or whatever it is she thought they bought that was not delivered. They say because I blocked. Okay, they say I unblock her, let her bring it. I unblocked her. Bring post. It's in her phone. She left the phone in Lagos. You know, stupid flimsy thing. Trying to buy time instead of acknowledging your wrong. You see that manipulators, they never accept that they are wrong. That is why they are very dangerous. That is why you should never be close to them. Manipulative people do not accept that they are wrong. They will drain you, they will use you, they will drain you and use you. That's why the moment you spot them, you run away from them. The only way they can help themselves is to go for therapy. They need therapy because they are a danger to themselves, they are a danger to the people around them, they are a danger to the children they are raising. Manipulation is very, very bad. Number 5, instigators do not want to take accountability. They don't want to be accountable for their mistakes. They don't want to be accountable for the role they have played in causing the problem. If you ask them, they deflate, become angry. Now, you claim you are fighting for people in this issue of Obianoju. All you need to do is for you to come back, and this is when you say somebody is with your money. 2 things are involved if it is true. Either maybe the person have collected it with a dubious means. Either the person spent time in jail, or there is an outline of how the person is going to pay back that money, right? It's a two-way thing. Now you are not offering any of this. You're not offering any of this, and when they ask you, you flare up and start saying nonsense. So you know there is a problem somewhere. When I see people who are manipulative, I just pity the people around them. I pity the people around them, their help, they are going through so much. I pity the children they are raising, because those ones to grow up to become people's spouses tomorrow. So do not let anyone exploit you. Do not let anyone use you. You should be able to spot manipulation from afar and avoid them. And you as an individual, if you are being manipulative, you have any of these qualities, it's time for you to sit down and go for therapy. You need healing. You need therapy. You need healing. You need therapy. Toxicity, it's very, very bad. So examples of instigation as a manipulative tactics. One is spreading rumor. Number two, putting people against each other. Number three is gaslighting. You have seen people lie about people. They lie, you spread rumor, just like Israel that brought up this topic today. You spread rumor about people, you want other people to stay away from them, and you gaslight these people. When you come to him now, when you come to these people and tell them this thing you are doing, it's not like this. How did this thing happen? They make sure they gaslight. Even when you are telling them the truth, they'll make sure they gaslight you to a point that you begin to doubt the truth. Like you'll be asking yourself, am I okay? Am I normal? But this was how this thing happened. That's why I said manipulative people, they are dangerous. The best you can do for yourself is to avoid them. If they want to help themselves, they should go for therapy. You are not a savior. They should go for therapy. They should acknowledge that they need help and go for therapy. Strategies for dealing with manipulative people. When you're around these people, when you experience them, because they are everywhere, how do you defend yourself? I think we'll look at that next week. This video is already too long. So the best thing you can do for yourself, we're going to talk about other means next week, but the best thing, you yourself, be healed. Make sure you take time to heal. We all have one or two trauma. We all have one or two from family, from background, from upbringing, from environment. We have it, but some of us took our time to heal, to make sure we take care of that trauma. We heal so we can raise children who will not have to go through that struggle. So you should heal in order for you to be able to identify trauma of other people, be able to defend yourself against manipulation from other people, be able to teach your children and also raise them well, to be able to identify when people are manipulating them or when they are being exploited by others. Thank you very much. My name is Lovett Iyere Ewune. See you next week Sunday again on the Savvy Parenting episode. Bye. I love you.